as you all know, patch 1.16.4 is going to be bringing a lot more additions to Turtle WoW, mostly in the early leveling game, but they have announced now that there's also going to be some changes to Alterac Valley, which is more endgame for those of you who've been wanting more endgame stuff. Now, I'm going to show you here. So, with the release of patch 1.16.4, Alterac Valley will be restored to its original state from early vanilla with a few custom additions on top. And then they got some screenshots right here to show you. Got some Syndicate dudes, got the gnolls. Well, the gnolls were in the original AV. You got the Winterax trolls, and then here's a list of all of the changes that's going to be in the new Alterac Valley. The original terrain has been restored, and the Wildpaw and Winterax on the areas on the right and left of the Field of Strife are no longer walled off. Several graveyards have been moved to their original positions. All creatures have been respawned to match their exact positions before the battleground was changed. Wrong spawns like the soldiers fighting in the middle have been removed, while other missing spawns have been restored. All explosive mines have been respawned on the original spot. Added many missing mining nodes that were there originally, including in the Winterax cave. I think there were some people who didn't want that because there's a lot of people that are going into AV for purposes other than PvP. Now, it's cool to see on like a mining node. It's like, oh, cool, I'll just get that real quick. But I heard a lot of people are going in there to farm like NPCs mostly for experience grinding. So I don't know how that's gonna go over with some people. Restored Master Ryson's quest to find the All-Seeing Eye, which enables players of the faction who capture it to get a buff that increases their stealth detection and shows nearby humanoids on the map. I actually don't remember that quest. I guess no one ever did it, but I don't remember that quest at all, including when I used to play on the Blizz-like servers. Even in a classic WoW, I don't remember that at all, but whatever. Okay. Restores Ryson's Beacon. Players can plant a beacon in the enemy base. If not destroyed within 60 seconds, it will allow everyone from their team to spy on the enemy through the globe of scrying. I don't remember that either, but that's freaking cool. The quest that requires you to win Alterac Valley has been replaced with the original quest to kill Korak the Bloodrager. Now that I like. The issue is with the updated in terms of in the actual vanilla and even TBC Alterac Valley, they made it so there was more an incentive to win rather than to play, and that started the we need to rush to the end to get the prize at the end rather than enjoying and playing the battleground. So changes like that I like. I like to just go in there and feel like I'm at war. Who the fuck cares that it takes a couple 100 hours to complete the battleground? You go do your work, go to your school, do whatever, you come back, you hop back in, and you keep playing, right? I want to be rewarded for actually doing the battleground, not for just winning and rushing to the end. That shouldn't be the goal. I mean, that's the entire purpose of Classic WoW, is to enjoy the journey, go through the world, not hit level 60. Hit level 60. Go raid. Go raid. That's 1% of the game. Winning the battleground is 1% of the battleground, especially in AV where there's so much more to do. Anyway, Korak is now spawned at the Snowfall Graveyard at the start of the battleground and drops a decent amount of golden items for the side that manages to tag and kill him first. Now, I believe the original spawn time was 2 hours in, or was it 30 minutes? It may have been 2 hours, I don't remember. But he didn't spawn originally at the start of the battleground. So, even though a lot of times AV could be completed in around 30 minutes, that's the fastest I saw it in a pre-nerf version. A lot of people voluntarily waited until the 2 hour mark to try to kill Korak. Then they went and tried to finish the battleground, and that only took like 10 minutes afterward because everything else was done while waiting for Korak. So having him spawn at the beginning means there will be faster battleground times. There will be faster battleground times, just in general, because you're not waiting for Korak, you know what I mean? Players who participate in slaying Korak will be marked with a debuff, which unlocks some special interactions inside of AV. Here, okay, so all of these now are where the custom features come in. So the custom Turtle WoW features, so it starts with this one. So when you slay Korak, now I don't think I mean debuff, because that means like you're getting something negative. I think they just mean a buff, which will unlock special interactions inside of AV, custom feature. So they're not saying what, that's probably just to prevent spoilers, but for killing Korak, you will get some cool stuff happening. One of the tents in the Winterax area contains a crate with a disguise you could put on to enter the Winterax cave peacefully and to do the secret side quest within. Now that's pretty cool, because those dudes are like elite. So the reason why they're doing this is not enough people are playing AV. Well, a lot of people like AV, it's just on a private server where the majority of the player base are still leveling, or they only do hardcore mode, so they're leveling. You're not going to have as many people in endgame doing endgame things. So that's why when you join AV now, there's like 5 people, 10 people on each side, but it allows you to play with that many people. So that will help because, you know, 3 other people don't want to come and help you. They want to go and try to get the tower or the bunker or whatever. If one side is outnumbered at the start of the battleground, they will get a short buff to help them get into a better starting position. So yeah, that's something else that I'm okay with, because again, not as many people are playing, so you might have 2 people versus 10 people. So let them get a buff that kind of help give them a little bit of a head start, but then once more players start joining, level it out and get rid of the buff. The amount of resources required to launch a ground assault has been significantly reduced, and that's again to the amount of players. You're not going to be able to get as many. What was for ground assault? Armor, I think? No, armor is for the buff. I'm trying to remember. It was I think it was flesh. I think it may have been flesh. Either way, not as many people, not as many loot drops, therefore not as many assaults, whether it's the ground assault or flying assault or whatever. So that's completely fine. Fixed a bug that prevented the Alliance from launching ground assaults. Well, that's always a good thing. The bosses in the Iron Deep and Coldtooth Mine can no longer be killed by other NPCs. Well, that sounds funny, but most vendors and quest givers are no longer aggressive. I guess that was a bug. But anyway, or it doesn't mean on the opposite side, which means there's going to be less people attacking you when you enter into the opposite faction's base. Which, again, I guess that's a good thing, because you're not going to have as many people to help fight off. So that's cool. But anyway, this is just a short video showing you that they are going to be updating Alterac Valley, along with adding all the new questing areas in the next patch for Turtle WoW. Now, they still haven't said when it's going to happen, but I'm guessing relatively soon, probably in the next couple of months. That's my guess, not anyone else's guess. So, anyway, I will see you next time when the next Turtle WoW news comes out.